Okay, so here is a video about how to put your reed, how to assemble your clarinet, reed, and ligature. All right, so the way you do this is you take your reed. First you want to make sure it's nice and flat and then it's not warped across the tip. So usually that just means put it in your mouth, get it a little wet. And then once it's wet and flat, and I actually usually use a little cup of water to do that. And once it is flat and wet, you put the flat part of the reed against the flat part of the mouthpiece, like this. So you kind of just line it up. And sometimes I put a little tiny bit of space, but just like a hairline of space. And you want to try to line it up between the rails. You see the side, the edge here, that's the rail. And you want to just line the reed up smack dab in the center, and it fits really pretty much just right where it needs to go on there. So you do that flat, just like that. Then you take your ligature and you want it to be loose enough so that it kind of goes down about here. So a lot of mouthpieces there, or at least on mine, I play a Van Doren mouthpiece, there's a line here, and I just put the ligature right below that. But if you don't have a line, the other thing you can use is just where the bevel goes down here, just put the ligature about halfway between the butt of the reed, this is the butt, and the top. I put mine maybe a little higher, not too low. And you just want to put it low enough so that the ligature actually clamps. And so my ligature has actually gotten a little bit, seems like a little stretched out, so I'm having to put it a little lower than usual to make it stay. So I just choke it down a little bit, and then you just tighten these, not super tight, but just snug enough so that it doesn't come off. Just needs to keep the reed on there, and that's it. And if you're having a hard time getting the sound to come out, you can always try and put it a little lower or a little higher, depending. But that's the basic setup of the reed. And so ligature goes on, not super tight, like I don't want to strip the screws, so I'm not gonna go crazy, just like snug enough so that this doesn't pop off. And hope that helps if you're putting your ligature and your reed on for the first time. All right, practice doing that.